The Sam Chronicles by Trish Brown.
It all starts with spunky 11-year-old Sam being forced to leave the home she loves in Illinois and move to Arizona. The vivid personification of the road trip and the trees adds a layer of malevolence to the journey, reflecting Sam's turbulent emotions. While seeking refuge from her mother and the hated new life, Sam discovers a girl who resembles her in the mirror. Acting like a portal, it exchanges the two girls. The new girl is transported to Sam's so-called witch house, while Sam is teleported to a smelly, bat-filled cave. Bob, her constant companion, is left to fend for himself in the hated new Arizona house.
Book 1, The Girl in the Mirror. Sam's world shatters when she discovers she's no longer an 11-year-old human girl. Her renowned scientist parents were murdered. An assassin from the fourth dimension is hunting her. She has a mysterious doppelganger, Mirror Girl. She and Mirror Girl have been sent on a life-threatening mission they don't understand, nor can complete.
The Girl in the Mirror, Chapter 1. Mom hummed to herself as she urged the car to go faster. "You are going to love Arizona, sweetie. We bought a beautiful house on a cul-de-sac. Our yard is huge with gazillion flowers. There's a big backyard with a pool. Really, Sam, honey, it's much better for us than living here in Illinois." Fearing for their lives, emancipated leaves hurried to get out of the way of the speeding car and retaliated by battering it as it drove past. Even the gorgeous sunset could not spoil Sam's foul mood. Bright orange, yellow, and red mixed with a pink and blue sky coyly flirted with the young occupant in vain. Sam raged in silence, glaring at her mother, staring blindly with tear-laden eyes out the window, disparaging as the familiar landscape raced past. She longed for her mom to change her mind and turn around. Sam sunk further down in the seat, clutching Bob. "I will not cry. There they are, Farmer Joe's fat cows, feeding their faces as if nothing is wrong. What? Can't even be bothered to look up to say goodbye?" Stupid, placid cows. Sam didn't notice how their expressions changed to wicked glee the further away they went. The car sped past the apple orchard where Sam and Daddy hunted for the perfect apple, the horse ranch where she and Sergeant, a big black gelding, won the jumping competition, John's gas station where she and Daddy got the flat tire fixed, and Orchid Hill Mall. I love the mall. We had the best times there ever. Even the road conspired against Sam. Abruptly curving here, winding there, hiding jarring potholes and bumps in the road until it was too late. Ouch! Are you trying to hit every obstacle on the highway? Poor Bob looked up solemnly from Sam's lap. "We'll be okay, Bob." Sprawled petulantly in the back seat of the car, Sam scowled at the back of her mother's head. Her ponytail was its customary scandalous mess. Tufts of unruly brown hair escaped the stoic hair clip. That mop is an embarrassment. Crazy, snarled tree limbs scratched hungrily at Sam's window. At first, it seemed that the hideous trees were trying to block their escape, but then they veered hastily out of the way at the last minute, abandoning their original malicious intent, and instead barricaded the way back to Illinois. Too bad, so sad, too bad, so sad, too bad, so sad, too bad, so sad. Their spiteful song kept beat with the wheels on the road. Sorry to see you go, sorry to see you go, sorry to see you go. Not that it mattered, nothing mattered, not anymore.
Book 2, Taken. Sam and Mirror Girl uncover who is abducting world-class scientists. They rescue and take in a baby after its mother is taken. Mirror Girl finally reveals the truth about the Jack Ripper fight. Sam lashes out and firebombs Mirror Girl. Together they confess the unthinkable. They are AIs in bod suits designed by Sam's parents and Dr. Saveearth. First as 11-year-olds and then as 16-year-olds. Taken, Chapter 1. This is probably a bad day to be a hero. Drumming up enough courage to venture from her hidey hole, she muttered, mouth breathers. They are keeping their distance, treating us like crusty booger snot rags. Good. She wagged her tongue at the closest guard. Kids as dangerous as the other one, they whispered to each other whenever they spied Mirror Girl slinking around a corner. Grateful for their unwarranted deference, well, unwarranted at least on her part, and bemused that burly armed grown-ups were twitchy about her made her giggle. Good for me, lets me visit. Dumbass, scaredy cats. I'm right smack in front of you. Our eyeballs are practically swapping spit. The guard hastily turned his head away, pretending he didn't see her bare feet as they rounded the corner and disappeared. Skulking around the morning report, she inadvertently learned that cameras in the medical suite where she was held were not working, so security was heightened. Guess this is as good a time as any to say hi. Creeping, the hard floor punished her knees. Rounding the corner unseen, she hoped. The child chastised her heart. Settle down. My ribs can't take the abuse. Breath ragged, she refused to give in to her physical discomfort. The things I do for you. Isopropyl alcohol assaulted her lungs and stung her throat. She stifled a sneeze. Man, you can get asphyxiated on this stuff. Maybe even drunk. Frayed nerves, pungent odors, and the threat of discovery conspired to dissuade her but instead caused her to giggle out loud, which she instantly regretted. Checking her out is a dangerous mission, she reprimanded herself, melting into the surroundings. A metallic copperish odor punched her sinuses the closer she got. It was more potent than the aseptic hospital smell and harder to ignore. Gasping, she saw her for the first time since Jack. Only a little blood. It was a grim scene. A slight child in a blue dress on a surgical cart. Face hopeful, the crawling girl held her breath, afraid that any slight sound would obscure a sign of life. Shards of remorse pierced her soul. Sorry, Sam. I am so sorry. Book 3, Breakthrough, The Truth Sharpens. Sam and Mirror Girl confirmed the identity of the person behind the scientist abductions. Brad's betrayal is exposed. Sam struggles to stay on mission, longing for a normal 16-year-old life. Mirror Girl battles jealousy as Sam's powers grow beyond her own. The girls break into the kidnapper's medical compound, steal the antidote to save the dying baby, and end up taking the kidnapper himself.
Breakthrough Chapter 1. Raising sluggish eyebrows, Brad contemplated the ratty red-haired vampires as they shuffled into the great room of their safe house on their knuckles, drool staining their chins. OMG, boo, look what Van Helsing dragged in, he sneered, patting down the baby's fine hair. And looky here, badass Sammy brought her little Cyclops sidekick to the party. The baby, thrilled at the sight of the stuffed bear, stopped babbling and kicked her legs excitedly. Bah, she shrieked. Bah, now! She looked up expectantly at Brad, presuming he would get the highly coveted scruffy prize and give it to her. Bah, now! The bedraggled girls adjusted their morning sunglasses. Sam offered Brad an insufferable scowl while Mirror Girl played peekaboo with the baby. Wow, Motley Crue's alive. Really, people, y'all know it's way past the butt crack of lunchtime, right? Most people are already on their second Big Mac, honestly. Brad returned the scowl. Gaping at the happy little family scene, Sam, dumbstruck, tucked half-nosed, one-eyed Bob under her arm, protecting him from the baby's grimy paws. Surveying the room, Mirror Girl was reminded of those disastrous holiday scenes when exasperated bug-eyed parents across Americana forced disinclined, sullen children to pose for the dreaded Christmas card photo. Why bless their little hearts? What we got us here, Em, is a precious little Hallmark moment. Gracious bee, let me find my picture camera. Don't nobody dare move a stitch, snarled Sam, returning Brad's snicker. Pantomiming an anxious parent taking a Christmas photo before rambunctious children jitterbugged away, she purred. I do rightfully declare, y'all make the purtiest stud muffins alive. Give us a little smile now. Glory be, I just can't wait to show my folk back home all the sanctified bubbling up love and all. Mirror Girl elbowed her. A little much, Sammy. The baby babbled happily, expecting a game with the new big people. Dr. Gunderson, immaculate, demurely sipping morning coffee, had joined the baby and Brad on the floor along with her 3 loyal, hypervigilant German shepherds. She eyeballed the 2 girls. Shaking her head, she thought, teens, and sighed deeply. Joka, the beta dog, rumpled up his left eyebrow and greeted Sam with a wary snarl, too lazy to lift his head off the floor. "Nice to see you too, Cujo," Sam murmured and threw a baby toy at the dog. He jumped up and caught the toy in his mouth, eyes bright. He didn't like Sam, but if she wanted to play catch, he would gladly put aside his personal aversion. He thumped his tail hard against the floor, glistening tongue hanging out expectantly, anticipating the next throw. Prancing, tail wagging as if there were no tomorrow, he waited impatiently for Sam to throw another toy his way. Sam chortled. "Down, mutt! As if!" He snorted his disappointment, spewing ribbons of snot. Plopping down, he covered his eyes with his paws, humiliated, hoping no one witnessed the rebuff. Brad Mind spoke, wiping baby spit up from his shirt. "You guys are all sunshine and sparkle. Us mere working mortals, who, by the way, have been up since 6 a.m. to attend our mundane responsibilities. You know, things like feed and change the baby, walk, water, and feed the dogs, stuff like that. So we are totally honored that you have chosen to grace us with your dazzling personalities this early afternoon. But I guess in your defense, it's still morning somewhere on Earth, and I've been told that princesses don't do manual labor." Sam shot Brad a middle finger. "I'll get you guys some coffee," offered Dr. Gunderson, standing, 2 dogs rising with her, wagging their rumps, hoping there'd be food. Yoka, still miffed that Sam's offer of catch was a trick, growled, head sullenly set on his paws. Dr. Gunderson reached down and scratched his ears. "No, sit, Louie," Mind spoke, mirror girl. "We got it." Dr. Louise Gunderson, now accustomed to their mind speak, sat back down again and drank from her mug. Although she could hear their telecommunication, she still found it difficult to decipher. Plus, it made her head hurt. "It only takes one of you," Brad sneered, adjusting Boo more firmly on his lap as she reached for the toy bear. He resettled her, picked up the pacifier she dropped in her excitement at the surprise Bob appearance, wiped it on his shirt, and tried to plunk it back into the baby's mouth. Dr. Gunderson cringed, thinking of the dog hair it must have accumulated, but held the germ lecture. The girls gazed at the people in their safe house. "Allow me, Em," thought Sam. Mirror Girl nodded her agreement. "Integrate," declared Sam. Where there was once 2 girls, Mirror Girl and Sam, there was now 1, Sam. Mouth agape, Dr. Gunderson dropped her cup. Brad and the baby abruptly stopped their play and gawked at the impromptu exhibition. The dogs, whimpering softly, cowered in submission. Only the baby commented. "A den," she squealed, forgetting all about Bob, clapping tiny, dimpled hands together. "A den." Sam, still smoldering from Brad's micromanaging at Severth's compound and wanting him to shut the heck up about being the only one in the whole blasted universe who can cloak, tied the impulsive demonstration with a nice little shut-your-pie-hole bow. Amethyst, gold-flecked eyes blazed at Brad. The Sam girl rigidly held out her hands. Her fingers stiff, she whispered, "Ignite." Tiny blue sparks appeared shyly out of each fingertip. "More," Sam whispered. The flames grew larger, turning from blue to orange and then to dragon spitfire red. When the flames reached a circumference of 2 feet by 2 feet, she murmured, "Extinguish!" The baby delighted in the newest trick. She clapped her hands again, shrieking, eyes bright, "Mo, Mo!"
Book 4, coming fall 2026. Vindication. Dr. Gunderson relives her take-in and medical school experiences. Save Earth escapes into the multiverse. Sam becomes increasingly volatile and difficult to contain as her powers continue to expand in unpredictable ways. Mirror Girl launches a multiverse-spanning plan to recapture the kidnapper. The girls uncover the real reason the world's scientists were taken.
Vindication Chapter 1 Space scrubbed him raw. Escape had been necessary, but he thought it would have been gentler. Nonetheless, it was exhilarating. Breathe in, breathe out, he reminded himself. Each burst of oxygen brought the stark realization that time was not linear, as he had learned in his first-grade class for gifted children. It was recursive, recycling through grief, hope, birth, death, and wonder in a single heartbeat. And yet, he laughed out loud, shouting at the cosmos, as if it had been waiting to hear from him with bated breath. I did it. That piddling, pseudo-intellectual, Apple-obsessed Newton was wrong. An object in motion remains in motion unless acted upon by an external force. Huh, what profound gibberish. I'm in motion. I wasn't in motion a moment ago, and I can stop whenever I please. Bite yourself, Newton. Amazing. I don't feel any pressure. Even the texture of the vortex is strange against my skin. It feels like memories, not wind or air. So then, space-time, as far as I can extrapolate, is brushing my arms as I speed through the atmospheric phenomenon. The velvet of childhood, the grit of regret, the static of futures not yet lived sped past his consciousness. He shook his head, sad that he couldn't delay and investigate. But there was no time for even a smidgen of regret. Funny, colors and lights whizzed past him and then promptly forgot him. He felt it, I understand. I'm a foreign body out here. It's almost too much, he said sadly, unaccustomed to being ignored. I see you, he said to the flashing puddles of dull light that pulse spontaneously on opposite sides of the singularity. I smell you too, Savorth smirked. Of course, one cannot smell space. NASA dotards, little more than space monkeys in tinfoil with minimal operant conditioning. Pavlov's dog could do a better job. Even the dullest school children know space has no air because it's a near-perfect vacuum for crying out loud. The space odor comes from miniature debris and tiny materials that cling to their suits after their spacewalks. That's what creates that metallic, burnt smell. Actually, it smells more like mother's frequently burnt steaks or the firing range that my incredibly dim-witted stepfather number 4 frequented after a morning of drinking with his shaved head buddies. Everyone knows atoms and molecules don't exist in a vacuum, and space is a vacuum, so there's no sound. The general public is so gullible. He shook his head in distaste. He heard echoes of himself speaking in languages he never learned, feeling emotions he hadn't earned. His elastic cognition stretched thin, not painfully, but like core muscles that discovered new abilities. Flailing an arm experimentally, he drifted sideways in a slow, undignified tumble. Testing his theory on the von Karman vortex effect, he leaned into the left side, just a little at first, shifting the center of gravity. He maintained that position, delighted at his control. Just as I thought, I'm stable because of the gyroscopic effect in my vortex. The degree of the angle is directly proportional to speed and my body's radius. A tighter turn, and I need to go faster, slower, and I go straight. Just like turning a corner on a motorcycle. Total control achieved. My blood isn't pooling, my limbs aren't falling off, and my brain, well, yes, there's a bit of spinning and a touch of nausea and possibly some auditory hallucinations, but that's just my vestibular system being dramatic. It'll adjust. I'll adjust. I am adapting faster than physics itself. Smirking triumphantly, an orphan vision of a forgotten sock rotating in a cosmic dryer interrupted his thoughts, momentarily upsetting his self-proclaimed gold badge of achievement. He frowned. The invasive delusion was soon forgotten, and the astounding celestial show commanded his attention. He tried desperately to commit the chronological sites to memory, but his brain was too small, too limited, too human, too Homo sapien. He cursed the gods for making him a mere mortal, fragile, bumbling, obtuse, blunt. But there was no time for that. He had to set his place of arrival, which was a feat in itself, saddled with his limited brain. Picture thoughts fractured spontaneously, disintegrated, and then reassembled like quintessential hand-blown glass goblets made by unseen hands. He laughed out loud, remembering the time he had read about NASA's so-called hand of God. It was a remnant of a collapsed star. Leave it to those NASA morons to spout such crap with unmitigated hubris just to get funding. Still, daring to turn his head, he searched for it. Shouldn't be too hard to see. After all, NASA claimed that it was a whopping 150 light years across. How could the great omniscient NASA be wrong? Come all this way and be denied the chance to see the ghostly hand-shaped nebula? But by God, if it was real, if I can find it. His rumination rewarded him with divine cinematography of countless stars and planets. He squinted, longing to witness the so-called unearthly, inhuman cosmic majesty, pulsing with strange filaments and eerie beauty masquerading as human finger bones. He laughed again. Who knew a stupid pulsar magnetic field could compromise his sanity? Was he losing his mind? He couldn't remember when he had laughed with genuine mirth. He became aware that tumbling through space-time would strip him of his feeble assumptions, identity, and even name if he let it. And yet, beneath the disorientation, there was relief, like shedding a skin that had grown too tight. If anyone had asked him, he would have said, "I am not transported, I am translated." He practiced in his head, thought it sounded cute, which went well with his global name recognition. He was accustomed to a show of ostentatious professional genius by his colleagues. He'd use it as a disguise, a mask. It will allow him to overcome obstinate obstacles in the field. He looked around, eyes wide, self-satisfied. He had survived. He was ready. I am a jubilant old vessel experiencing genius new, exciting horizons of self-directed discovery.
The Girl in the Mirror, Taken, Breakthrough, and Vindication can be found online anywhere books are sold.